Good morning, guys. Sorry I didn't get my last video posted as early in the day as I had really hoped. You know, sometimes that happens. And then actually I just posted it this morning because honestly, I totally forgot. I emailed it to myself and because I had to get from one device to another, and then I just totally forgot to actually post it. So it's up now, yay. Tuesday's video on Wednesday, but you know. So it's Wednesday now, and if you watched my last video that I just posted, you'll see that I talked about that today I was going to show you some more of the project. Remember, this is kind of the outline of what it should look like, and I told you mine's going to pretty much look exactly like this. So I went back to this paper from last week. Remember our organizer? Quite a few of you did it, quite a few of you did not. I actually got a partial from a couple people, but if you did this, that's where you're getting your stuff from for this week, right? So it shouldn't be too terrible. So here's my board. I showed you yesterday. I started out with the title. Can you see it? Can you see it? There you go. I put Mexico and by Miss Whitaker. That was on there yesterday, and then you can see I've added some other stuff. I put pictures in, but I have not put my descriptions for all these things yet. So obviously I need to add a little thing about the music and a little thing about the clothing, their currency, and their holidays. But I have some pictures on there because it's fun and it's more exciting when there are pictures, right? So I know that a lot of you won't be able to print at home. That's fine. Draw me a picture, or if you're in a Google slide, obviously you could just copy and paste these pictures in there. On a poster, you could just draw them too. So I was able to print mine. Thankfully, I had an extra color cartridge because I'll tell you what, they came out really terrible the first time, and then some of them printed on the back of others. Like, I had a rough time getting these. So I understand technology doesn't always work with you. Anyway, so over on this side I have landmarks, right? And then over here, this section is actually complete. So it gives you an idea of what the final thing should look like over there. Because it takes time, right? I mean, it's just not done right away. So you can see I have the flag of Mexico with, I tell you the three colors, the green, white, and red, and what they stand for. So even if you don't have colors at home, when you're drawing it, you can write a label just like I did on my initial notes. Remember, I didn't have colors, so I just wrote it by it. So the green is for hope, white is for purity, and red is the blood of the heroes who fought for independence for Mexico. And this is the current flag, so I talk a little bit about that. It was adopted in 1968. Yep, 1968, but not formally adopted until 1984. So, you know, quite a bit later. And then it features, obviously, in the center, the golden eagle that I talked to you about before, which is the national animal of Mexico, and also this specific image of it is their crest, with the serpent, and it roosted on the cactus, and the oak and olive branches down below, which I don't have in my description, but you know, I happen to know. It's just I didn't have a lot of space. Alright, then I have sport, which is exactly what I talked to you about before. I could read it to you, but if you watch my other videos, what I wrote here is exactly what I have on here in my fact section about sports over here, football. Pretty much I just rewrote it in here. I changed my wording a little bit, and I added this fun picture of the National Football League of Mexico. Food, again, pretty much exactly what I have on my organizer, but I added a picture because we eat with our eyes first, and especially in Mexico, they have so many beautiful, vibrant foods. I wanted to share that, and you know, that's why I have these pictures with so much color, because color is such a big deal in Mexico, in the clothing, in their traditions and holidays, in the food. You see it everywhere. I mean, buildings there are not just plain colors. They're bright and exciting a lot of times too. So I want to make sure to incorporate that so that when you guys are looking at my presentation, you really get that feel of that Mexican culture, and it really, you have that experience, because that's what this is about. I want you to really, you know, dive into your country and get into it and explore, have a really good time, and learn lots of stuff that you can then share with us so that we can experience it too. And like I said, for the most part, I think I have one duplicate country now that I've received a few more of those organizers, but mostly you guys are doing different countries, and that's super exciting, because then in whatever way that we do get to share these, people are going to get to learn about all those different places. And that's really what I was hoping for. You know, like I said, I want it to kind of be our own little united countries that we get to put on, where you get to pick a country that you're interested in. Because when we do that in October, it's a really great experience, but we're all focused on one country together. And it might not be a country that you ever would have chosen, so that's kind of exciting, but now you get to pick that one and really share with everyone else, and it's one that you can be enthusiastic about. So I love the stuff I've been getting so far. Keep it up. I'm going to be posting information for Google Classroom for my class as well. I know the other teachers have put out that information already, so that'll be a little bit easier for you to reach out to me and be able to talk to your classmates. And in the next coming weeks, I have some times where I'm going to ask you to log in there and talk to people, discuss things in order to get your participation points instead of just doing Kialo. It might be both Kialo and Google Classroom, or one or the other. It's going to depend on what your assignments are, so you'll see those as we move forward, because not everything lends itself to debate, and sometimes it's more productive to talk with our classmates and just communicate. And we get to talk to each other, say hello, and you know, ask questions rather than simply debating a topic. So I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna work some more on my presentation so that you get to see the final thing eventually, and hopefully you have a pretty good idea though of what I'm looking for in your final now. As you know, I've gone over it a lot of times. Hopefully you know. You can do a trifold like this. You can do a poster. You can do a Google slide. You can do a video. Any way that you creatively can present this information, I'm excited to see it. Your classmates are going to be excited to see it. So keep working on it. Be creative. Have fun. And I will be back with you tomorrow and update you on what else is going on. All right. Have a great day.